Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the woods. I actually had no intention of being back in the woods, not until the colours had started to change. You know, I've done 2 videos now where I've come out and scouted around and found some okay compositions. I'd actually planned on being in Wales, but with the current pandemic restrictions, you know, most of Wales is now off limits, unfortunately, which is a real shame. So what I've done, I've come back down to the Forest of Dean. It's raining today, so I'm hoping that the atmosphere is completely different. I want to see what kind of atmosphere mood a bit of rain brings to woodland photography. I may find something, I may not, who knows. But again, at least it's worth just scouting around and seeing what's here. Who knows? Let's see what we find. Let's go.
When I find an interesting subject, I'll put my camera bag down, grab my camera and look for that composition.
Okay, first find of today, this fallen tree which is covered in green moss. I think it looks lovely. I really like the way it kind of stretches into the scene, and its arms, if you like, extend out, reaching for something to hold on to. So it's almost like it's in mid-fall and it's reaching out to grab something. Yeah, I kind of really like that. Again, there's not a lot of atmosphere here at the moment, but what I do like is the fact that this fallen tree is in a little bit of a clearing, so it's getting some really nice light. And that's what really makes this, because you get these lovely shadows on the underside and the moss on the top is really nicely lit up. Let me show you what I mean. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. I'm on just under a second, f11. I've kind of focused on this area here. So you can see there, focused on that area. When the light hits, and it's that lovely soft light hitting the top edge of it, it gives it shape and form and a bit of texture. And that's what the light does, and you can see the sort of shadow on the under edge, and all of that separates it a bit from the background and gives it, as I say, gives it that form and shape. Now imagine if this rain had some mist with it, which is what I was kind of hoping when it was raining today. That would really stand out. That would be lovely. But you know, it's a good location. I know where it is. I'll come back to it. You know, let's just see how we get on with this image. Doesn't fall over. Okay. Check your level. Hey, there you are. Right, it's better. Right. So basically, what's happened is I was shooting just over there, about 5 foot to my right, and I've moved over this side now. And I think I found a much better composition, but you can tell my tripod is really high. And I think sometimes when you do woodland photography, you know, you've got to go a little bit higher. Don't discount it. Don't try and shoot everything from eye level or a little bit lower. Go high, because you will notice different compositions. You really will. And that's certainly what I've been learning over the last couple of weeks of coming out to woodlands like this. Take the tripod higher and just look at the composition. And it's not always going to work, but sometimes it really will. And particularly if you've got a bit of sky in the background, you can cut that sky out of your composition. so it's half a second again, f11, still 100 ISO. I wish I had a step ladder. Yeah, I think this composition is the better of the two. Let me know in the comments what you think. So I was just about finished on my way home and I saw this lovely tree just about here. It's one of those trees, you know, it just really stands out from its surroundings because it's got nothing on it and it's this lovely light, almost white colour. I really love it. I've had to play around with a composition here because I've got a lot of stuff in the foreground that I don't really want in this shot. There's an old tree that's fallen over and I don't particularly want that in shot. So I've started with this composition and then I will probably move a little bit and just see if I can get something else out of it. But this is one of those subjects, one of those compositions that I'll definitely come back for because this will really stand out when those autumn colours have taken hold. All right, let's take this shot. You can see I've got my tripod set up quite high again, and that's mainly because I had some patches of sky and light coming through the trees and I want to cut them out, so I've gone a bit higher and that way I can kind of crop those out when I frame up the composition. This tree is just stunning really, but I don't think this is the right time of year. I think we need a little bit more autumn, some mist, or even winter. Maybe this would look lovely in winter as well. That's what I love about this tripod, it just goes so high. Even I don't need a center column for this, it's crazy, it goes so high. Okay, can hardly reach it. Not only hardly reach it, I can hardly see the image.